We love stories about dreams coming true. We rarely talk about what those dreams actually feel like when you're inside them. I came to the United States with a dream: to become a professional artist. I left my family. I left my home. I left my partner. I left everything familiar because I believed in possibility. And then it happened. The city selected me to paint a mural. For me, that was the climax of the dream. This was the moment I had imagined. Until I climbed the scaffolding. It was 3 levels high, no braces on the sides. A wooden platform extending outward so I could reach a Spanish-style building with deep overhanging ceilings. It was winter, cold, windy. The kind of wind that doesn't just move around you, it pushes against you. And I am afraid of heights. The wall was stucco, rough, full of asperity, uneven texture that barely absorbed paint. Every brushstroke required pressure. Every movement required stability I did not feel. I was sitting on a man-made wooden ledge attached to the scaffold. One wrong shift, and I could fall. To bring the paint up, I had to lean backward. When I climbed down to refill supplies, there was a moment, every single time, when my feet were hanging in the air. You step down, and for a split second, you have not yet touched the ladder. That moment, that suspension, that uncertainty. And I remember thinking, I left everything for this? This is not glamorous. This is not romantic. This is not the artistic dream people imagine. This is cold. This is wind. This is fear. But something powerful was happening that I didn't yet understand. Leadership was being formed. Because in that suspended moment, when my feet were not yet secure, I realized something profound. Dreams elevate you, but elevation exposes you. Standing on the ground, vision is inspiring. Standing 3 levels high, in freezing wind, on unstable wood, vision feels vulnerable. That mural taught me that passion without structure is dangerous. I had talent. I had drive. But what I needed was reinforcement, strategic thinking, preparation, systems. That scaffold became a metaphor for leadership. Many of us climb fast. We pursue opportunity. We chase vision. But we don't always build the structural support underneath. And when pressure comes, wind, cold, instability, fear surfaces. Strategic leadership is what prevents fear from becoming failure. Up there, I learned balance. Not just physical balance, strategic balance. Where do I place my weight? When do I pause? How do I move carefully without freezing? Later in my leadership journey, when projects encountered resistance, when stakeholders questioned decisions, when uncertainty grew, I remembered that scaffold. Pushing recklessly would only create instability. So instead, I built clarity. Clarity is structural reinforcement. When mission is clear, you don't wobble as easily. When purpose is defined, wind feels less threatening. Then I built unity. Because leadership is not meant to be done alone on a wooden plank. Unity aligns people around shared purpose, so no one is unsupported. Then I built agility. Agility is not about reacting emotionally. It is about adjusting intentionally. On that scaffold, I learned to shift my weight slowly. In leadership, I learned to shift strategy wisely. There was another moment I didn't expect. Someone filmed me working, standing in the cold, fighting the wind, painting anyway. And suddenly, I was featured in the weather news. They called it Beating the Storm. And I remember laughing inside, because what they saw was perseverance. What I felt was terror. Isn't that leadership? From the outside, it looks strong. From the inside, it feels uncertain. But leadership is not the absence of fear. It is disciplined movement despite it. Advanced strategic leadership is not glamorous. It is not always visible. It is preparation when no one is watching. It is building systems so when the wind comes, you don't fall. It is evaluating innovation before climbing higher. It is aligning ethics before expanding influence. It is managing meaning during crisis so others feel secure, even if you are still stabilizing internally. That mural changed me. It shifted me from activity